It didn't seem like it was 10 pounds. You couldn't go on. Wow. It's been here. Not general. It's funny. It's. And like, no, we have all that. I would say, anything I know, we had a crisis, sleep, it's like, you know, not even. Sure, it's a definite one. Here, folks. That gets been bloody up in my belt. I think really lines up. That is one thing. The place. Probably closer to these back. They've got to be they should all right. Like next. I am for right, but I'm not curious of where I say like, you know, kind of what, why would they call it? Like, we're never. But then I let's play now. Yeah, well, I was never on. We thought it was like, but not really good for that. That is one of the stuff. Yeah, for watching the vision where you product or yeah, we're done with our work. I did not do small break. Maybe, but there is no doubt that this is not interesting. No. It was a very regular things. Because like what I was first thing you need actor. Stop the same was so there. When I said I'm for somebody now, oh yeah, you're pretty much. Yeah, that's all my God. The wheels turning in there. Yeah, why yeah, basically it's getting more very long. Okay. But you got your group. Oh, the works go by. You can't have it this one. Well, we have it, right? No, not really. Yeah, you see, I can say you get ready for the great everything to be. You know, no, fun. Oh, they're not grab the which happy mood is good afternoon. I realize that's probably the last time I'm gonna say that from us. Yes, yeah. Well, it was not everybody did that, so it's good. Welcome to the June 27th meeting of the Beavercreek Rotary Club. I want to thank our greeters, Dave Kuzak, and a strange looking Alex Sahara. Ryan Rush filled in for him. Eric Marcus, Master, Beth hand worker for everything she did. She had a lot to do this morning. Eric did Bales, Mike Weinstein, Mike Swift for the programs, and Jim Gundel for the website. Danny, if you'd like to go forward to notification. Well, good afternoon. On this last Friday in June, would you join me in prayer? Oh, Holy Creator, on this exchange day, give us the blessings of life and a chance to be here this morning with friends and business associates. Thank you for our safe arrival, for the meal, and for our work days. Make us productive in our time together here at Rotary as we set course for the next year and in the settings that we find ourselves in today. Grant us wisdom, peace, and a sense of gratitude for the many opportunities and the positions we have. Amen. Thank you, Danny. Secretary's report, Josh Heisen.
We have just over 55% of our members today and a handful of guests. Of you.
Me.
Would you care to introduce that?
Well, we have Dan Kirkpatrick, visiting Rotarian from Fairborn, also the mayor of Fairborn. His honor. Well, our other guests will be introduced here shortly, so.
And Dave has a guest.
Wayne Wade is my guest. He's a candidate for the next election for probate judge in Green County.
And we sit with you.
Yeah, he's smart.
Anyone else? Josh said it.
That's it.
Okay. Chris Henley, Sergeant at Arms.
Not to brag, but I think that was bigger than yours.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians, and hello again to all of our guests, Dan, Wayne, and our wrestling friends, and our incredible speakers who will be up here soon. And welcome again to the June 27th meeting of the Rotary Club of Beavercreek. And judging by all the cars out there in the parking lot, everyone forgot today was Drive Your Corvette to Work Day. But it's not too late to get festive. Tonight, you can celebrate International Pineapple Day by ordering Pizza Dive's hot honey and cheese pizza and adding pineapple to that. And you can thank me later. Moving on to some birthdays and anniversaries. We have Melissa Quinn celebrating her birthday on the 1st of July. Dave Dunce will be celebrating his birthday on the 2nd. Member anniversaries, we've got a handful. We got Jonathan Hebring celebrating 18 years on the 29th. We have Ron Fulford celebrating 22 years on the 30th. We have Barbara DeMari celebrating 30 years on the 1st, along with Todd Figgins celebrating 8 years, Bob Pachoy celebrating 8 years, and Matt Bone celebrating 4 years, all on the 1st. And then for those with some upcoming wedding anniversaries, hopefully Randy remembers he got married on the 27th of this month to Michelle. They'll be celebrating 27 years of marriage. And then Eric Marcus, I'm sure he's got it on a spreadsheet. His wedding anniversary is on the 4th, and they'll be celebrating 31 years. Some good things that happened today in history. Going back to 1999, Tony Hawk became the first person ever to land a 900 or 2.5 full rotations in the air on a skateboard, which he completed on the 5th edition of X Games in California. Only took him 12 attempts. And just like any other impossible feat that a human has accomplished, since then, 9 others have been able to land it. And of course, an adult record wouldn't be a record without a kid coming through and topping it 20 years later when an 11-year-old landed at 1260 at the X Games. That is 3.5 full spins on a skateboard. I don't know if you've ever been on a skateboard. It's hard just to balance on a skateboard, let alone spin around a bunch of times in the air and land. So big props to them. We also, in 2003, the first federal do not call list went into effect. They had more than 735,000 phone numbers initially signed up for it. And as of 2023, the list now has 249 million phone numbers on it.
Wow.
Some fun things to celebrate coming up this weekend. On Saturday, we have National Insurance Awareness Day. We also have National Tapioca Day. Sunday, based off Steve Temple's Facebook, he'll probably be a good chance we'll see pictures of him on a boat or a beach celebrating International Day at the Tropics. We also have a good chance we'll see Stephen Brown celebrating National Camera Day on Sunday too. Moving on to Monday, we got Social Media Day, and then everyone's favorite, Please Take My Children to Work Day. Tuesday, we got National Financial Freedom Day, which I think we have a couple people in this room that can help out with that if anyone has questions about money. We also have International Joke Day. So who wants to hear a joke? All right. The White House is working on AI ethics. They all still have a working fax machine. Who wants to hear another joke? Beaver Creek has no income tax. Yeah. Moving on to Wednesday, it is Special Recreation for the Disabled Day, along with National Disco Day. Thursday is a great combination. It is National Stay Out of the Sun Day and Air Conditioning Appreciation Day, which that cannot come soon enough.
That's for sure.
Some fun things that you can do this upcoming week. We've got a great lineup for the weekend. So tomorrow from 7 to 10 p.m., you can go over to Dominican Park and swing dance for free. Then Sunday, you can speed up the recovery by doing yoga in the park. from 10 to 11. And then Sunday night is the summer concert series of the band Five will be playing from 7 to 8. And all of those are free. And then moving on to Tuesday, not free. Our friends at the Chamber will have their lunch local at Toasted Brunch and Bar from 12 to 1. If you have not been there, it is delicious. So I would highly recommend checking that out. And since there is not much going on because it is summertime and kids are being kids and having fun and not doing things in school, we're going to jump straight to today's fines. So if you are not wearing your badge, that will be $1. If you were late, obviously is $1. If you have ever attempted any sort of disco dance, that's $1. And if you have ever ate the delicious tapioca, that'll be $1. Don't, I'm ready, let's. Thank you, Peter. You're the rich and here, right?
Sure. Good thing it's my last meeting. That's not city.
How long? You don't have to. 11, 9.
Just happy luck. What's happening, everybody?
Got doctor too.
So,
As I think most of you guys have already seen on social media, Amanda and I and our family got nominated for the cover of Beavercreek Neighbors magazine.
that's actually $5.
There's popcorn.
Like to have a happy five for somebody saying, what broke your neck and rejoining us at Rotary.
My wife Kathleen, next month is retiring after 25 years of serving Green County. Yay.
Sandy.
I'm happy after a year and a half of planning. My daughter was married last Saturday, so I gained a son and an official granddog.
Congratulations.
But in May, so I'm excited.
Enjoy yourself. Anyone else?
I'm gonna throw in a happy row. Wow. Is that what this is?
Yes.
They finally filled in the end of North Denver. And so I will say it's been a good rest from all the traffic that zooms up and down through there constantly at like 90 miles an hour. But being at the end of the road and having to drive all the way around to get down, kind of nice. So it's good to see they've got it filled up.
Anyone else?
Sure.
Oh, Eric.
So Don mentioned it's 31 years of marriage to my lovely wife. And we start tomorrow, we start.
Everybody, to him, everybody's not. That's Chris.
Oh. And Calvary, which I'll talk about later, so I'm still a little discombobulated. So we're starting our anniversary our 31st anniversary celebration, which begins tonight at Indian Lake and ends in 2 weeks. Wow. And we were married on the 4th of July. I wrote to every municipality near, I wrote to Don. And I said, Don, you do fireworks on our anniversary. And he wrote back and said, certain.
We'll have to look at that. Anyone else? Any announcements with the club?
We'll be installing flags at Beavercreek High School tomorrow at 10, and we will be taking them down July the 7th, 4 o'clock. So come and help me.
Very good. Please go by. Sure. Any other announcements? Take a drawing. This is our Christmas basket. Proceeds go to our Christmas basket, at least half of them, for the project for that. And we are looking for number 136 645. We are looking for the gym clubs. Joe spent $50 trying to get that today.
Thanks for the donation.
Yep, what a nice donation.
Yes.
Basically. I'm going to ask, our people in orange here to step forward. I'll let you introduce Coach Gary Wise is a wrestling coach at, Beavercreek High School. And, we have Austin with us. Austin's parents can come here too. Since I've been, you can have someone take a picture if you want. So,
Oh, that's great.
and we will have pictures for ourselves. So I'll just turn it over to Gary and he'll tell you what's going on.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody, Austin and Cooper Cornwell both qualified for a national freestyle Greco-Roman tournament, which will be in Fargo, North Dakota. And most of you know that if you've had anybody in your family make a national team, that it's at least $1,000 to send them for wherever. So it's a $1,500 pay for Austin and $1,500 for Cooper. And you guys have been gracious enough to take care of half of that, along with our great alumni support. We were able to raise everything, 100%. We're even over that, and that goes into our scholarship fund, which any senior that makes it through 4 years, we give them a $500 scholarship. And alum have told me, they said, they dealt with you for 4 years and you're only giving them five. Five donations. So, yeah, this has been, this year of all others have just been phenomenal. So thank you for your support. All right.
Yeah, so thank you so much for giving me the ability to go to Fargo for saying, I thank Coach Wise for doing incredible work with fundraising and gathering all the money for us to go and have this opportunity. And I hope to bring something back for you guys. I'll try my best.
Good job. And,
Yep.
present a check.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, give me nice things. Thank you. Thank you.
And Austin, we are expecting you to come back here and show us what you bring back. Essentially. Now I've been asked for another little presentation from someone that was up in Calgary for a few days. So Eric, if you come forward, tell us a little bit about Rotary International.
Love to. Why didn't you call a meeting? Eric. So, as I'm a little discombobulated, I took a 12:30 a.m. flight Thursday morning, so I could get back last night to watch MJ with my wife, because MJ is her favorite all-time singer. Anyway, I was at the Rotary International Convention in Calgary, Canada. And it was great. About 15,000 people attended. There were somewhere between 20 and 30 people from our district that attended. There were some really good presentations at the plenary sessions, and a whole bunch, enough breakout sessions that every day that you could spend, it would be more than what you want to learn about Rotary. It's a great opportunity to meet people from all over the world. I went to the Youth Exchange Pre-Convention for 2 days and saw a lot of our contacts that we meet from around the world that I do when I do youth exchange stuff, so that I can tell parents that I know the person that you're sending your son or daughter to. So that's always a good thing. If you really want to get excited about Rotary, the next convention is in Taipei, Taiwan in June of 2026. And it's going to be another great convention because it's in Taipei and it's the Rotary International Convention. The only drawback, of course, is that there's a short flight that you need to take to get to Taipei. And then in 2028, the next convention is in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is a great place for it to be because you can book your Taipei ticket and just stay in Minneapolis for a year and be at the convention. What can I tell you about it? I don't know how many of you know that the governor-elect for Rotary resigned early in May. Did you know that? So the governor-elect, the man who was gonna become RI president July 1, resigned. And Rotary chose a new president who will start July 1. And he was there to address us. I can't remember his name, but he's from Italy. I remember that part. We also had a Zoom, I guess, or recording from the district governor nominee who has pancreatic cancer. And he's taking a leave of absence, but I think his situation probably is very good. And he's from South Korea, from Seoul, that area. Anyway, if you want to learn more about Rotary and really get excited about being a Rotarian, going to an international convention is a real good experience. And if there's any questions, I can take those. Did you want more? I asked for 10 minutes. I probably only used 5.
Thank you, Eric. Well, I've talked to a couple of you in here, about this journey that you take as president. First look at it, first day in July, it seems like a long time. Here it is, this is the end of my term, so I look back, it seems like it's a couple months ago we started this thing. But it's been a fun ride. There was 19 goals that I set out. We were able to accomplish 18 of them. So I was really happy with that. The big one was, I was really concerned about our membership when we started. We actually were in the top 10 of the district as far as growth. So we grew 5%. It's not a lot, but we grew, which is a big thing. Service participation, we had a lot of people participate. Our annual fund contributions were about $10,000. My goal was 5. That Paul Harris fellowships and things like that. So we had 11 people that earned either their first Paul Harris fellowship or a multiple to their first one. So that was good. We did some things with Polio Plus. My goal was $100 there. We ended up with 2. On service projects, we continued with our service projects and added a few to what we did in the past with the soaring into spring and some other things that we did. We're also looking at an international project that's just getting started. Beth Cusack is going to be heading that up. And that's probably going to take multiple terms to make that happen, but at least we got it started here. So Beavercreek will be involved in the international project. So, online presence. There's one of the things I want to make sure we covered. The goal for that was 12 website updates. We had well over 50, so I keep that going. Leadership development participation. My goal was 5. We had 8 people went to that. District conference attendance. My goal was 4. We had 8, so we doubled that. So I think it's really important to get involved in the district if you can. You learn a lot. I think one of the things that I found is when you get into Rotary, you're a Rotary member. That's basically what it is. And then the more involved you get, and the more things you see, the more opportunities are there, the more things that you see where you're a benefit to the community, you really become a carrier. And it's something that I'm going to continue on with. In fact, next year I'll be the assistant governor in the district. So I'm just going to say no. We were involved in youth exchange students, district training. Again, we had 8, schedules 4. And I can't thank everybody enough for all of their attendance in the meetings and coming here supporting me, what we had done. And I really appreciate everybody in this room. I've got to know a lot of you a whole lot better. And I really appreciate that. So as I switch it over and hand it to David, I know David was going to do a great job. I know one of the things that he's been looking for, that for whatever reason we couldn't make happen, was his Paul Harris Awards. And I think, I finally was able to make that happen. So David, if you want to come forward, I have your Paul Harris with one.
Well, where'd it get lost at?
It took a lot of fighting to get that.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate that.
So with that, I'll turn it over to David. David's going to be the president for 2025, 2026. And I look forward to helping him whatever way I can and the club too, as far as it goes. So
Thanks, Don. We appreciate it.
Yes, I should have brought the notes up there with me, shouldn't I? But I know Don's already went over everything that he, along with us, has done this past year. And I think we owe him another hand for all his leadership and efforts. He's got an amazing plate on his hands with being the mayor. He's on a lot of boards. And we'd like to thank you, Don. He's had a busy year. I won't keep you real long, but I have a couple of things I want to cover here. If I can get it up. Good. I think. Charlie. You make it funny. Yeah. I want to thank all of you for giving me the opportunity. I hope I can live up to it. I know I've got a lot to learn. And we just have to keep learning. And I'm sure somebody out there is going to say, that's not the way we do it, Dad. And that's good. Because I'll probably need to hear that a few times. Not, hey, dummy, that's not the way we do it, you know. Like Don said, membership is the key to growing, and we need to keep getting membership. Don has done along with us, a great year, moving forward with that. And, let's see. Along with Don, I think more community involvement, getting our name out there is important, even if it's wearing a shirt to a function, like the flag retirement, wearing our shirts out there. I'd like to have our tent out there next year. Not to sell anything, not to give anything away, but to let them remind the people that Rotary is in Beavercreek. Something else I'd like to try, and I'm going to talk to the board some more about this. I'd like to start doing an annual food collection. I had said something about every week in a meeting, and Josh in his wisdom said once a month, like the first Friday or second Friday, whatever, and just bring in a non-perishable for us to collect. We'll give it either to the Xenia fish pantry or to feed the creek. If you want to keep it close, we'll do feed the creek. But either way, at the end of the day, we'll take that collection, we'll take it to the fish pantry in Xenia, or take it to feed the creek. Maybe alternate week at a time. But I'd like to consider that. And I'll put it in the meeting minutes, to let you know that this is the week to do the collection, and I hope everybody can bring something. I think it even, if you bring 2 items, you get a free ticket on the ticket. Give it up a little bit of incentive, you might win half the ticket.
That's not fair.
You can bring a lot of candidates. I know, right? And I think our golf outing, thanks to Dave and Beth, went well this year. I hope we do another one next year. And I hope everybody participates more, and me included, I need to participate more. And, just keep moving our club. Anybody have any questions or comments, or, I don't even know what time it is. Oh, early.
You got plenty of time.
Yeah. But,
How many skeletons will be involved in that stuff?
do we have to go up? So, I might have a couple I can bring in here. I can have one to set up here, kind of overlooking what's going on in the meeting. I kind of like to have a shorts and Hawaiian t-shirt day. Yeah, I kind of like the flowered bright shirts, and it's summertime coming up, so I don't want to really wear heavy pants, but that's just me. Again, I'm looking forward to this coming year, and somebody else had a question.
How many days till Halloween? How many days till Halloween?
How many days I have played? 122. Not everybody would know that. I kind of track that. Have you seen my Jeep, you'll see why.
Are you gonna issue an executive order that we all wear shorts and t-shirts the rest of the summer?
Yeah, I like that. We'll do that, and shorts and t-shirts, right? For Hawaiian shirts, put some color into it. Looking forward to day one. Looking forward to it. So be fun. Not really. I know this paper's a lot longer than what I just said, but I think you probably appreciate that. I don't read that down there. But thank you again. You got anything else to bring up to the club today?
Excited for your energy.
Pardon?
We're excited for your energy.
Well, my mind, goes places where some people don't. Got a skeleton staff. Yeah, I got a skeleton staff, you're right. Maybe I do need to bring one in here. Okay, I got a 12-footer. I got a 12-footer, it's been up for about 2.5 years. Neighbors like it, the kids like it. But it sounds good. Again, thank you very much. If there's nothing else. I'm sorry. Somebody else have. Oh, yeah. Anything else for the good of the club? I'll pick that up later. All right, the flag of allegiance. Is you all right? Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, indivisible, with liberty. Gentlemen, have a nice 4th of July. Enjoy your yeah. Have a nice 4th of July. Like my name, Ray, that's it. Earlier with the black women, expecting your way. Practice that way. See you here. There. Some way. Thank you, yes. Okay. That's not good. Hey. Don't put a hammer here. There you go. Yes. Gosh, let's no, hey, no. Yeah. 50 years ago. You know, you use this really different sure they can say resistance to how to work at sharing see through the sticker line. It's a sort we can. I'm about to motor. You have to say
Spot.
Yeah, the one I want to get the hang tag and one of this one so you can see it. I had greenbacks, they're $72.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you
Yep,
very much.
absolutely.
Very appreciated.
You're.
Those little boys are hungry.
Oh, yeah, they'll eat more.
Thank you very much.
Well, it's a good idea. Someone said this back on. Yeah, is that everyone? I. In the bottom of my heart. No, so like, so I'm keeping my phone in my hair, it's not, but. I'm later to do fast. Birds. It's $2 there. He's been there, he's been fine. We're gonna say, mostly. It's there. It's there. Please, chief, I'm going to a chin. Those fire. So much here. Yeah.
Yes, you got some. I mean,